does not belong in their hands.
I don't know what's wrong with them.
So hear me, President Trump, when I say this.
The ongoing feud between New York City's new mayor and the former president took a sharp and surreal turn. During a nationally televised primetime segment, Zohran Mamdani shocked viewers by holding up what he claimed was Donald Trump's 1965 SAT scorecard, and then laughed. This wasn't just politics anymore. It had just gotten personal. Since Donald Trump has spent the last week mocking Harvard graduates, Mamdani began, I figured it was time we took a peek into his own academic record. He held the card between two fingers. On screen, the numbers were clear. SAT Verbal, 360. SAT Math, 410. Total, 770. And then he said it, the line that instantly went viral. If I had these scores, I'd be angry at smart people too. The crowd gasped. Some laughed. Others simply stared, stunned, watching history unfold in real time. What started as a policy feud between the nation's most progressive mayor and its most polarizing former president had officially spiraled into a cultural war, a generational reckoning between two men who couldn't be more different. Trump, a billionaire born in Queens, forged in wealth, protected by lawyers, and now obsessed with reclaiming power. And Mamdani, an immigrant from Uganda, raised by teachers and tenants, whose rise came not from Wall Street, but from the housing projects of Astoria.
Keep your voice down, please.
This wasn't just about a test score from 1965. This was about a much deeper truth, one that Mamdani articulated clearly in his next sentence. We are led by a man who has never once been held accountable. Not by facts, not by evidence, not even by his own grades. But now he's dealing with New York, and with me. By the end of the speech, Mamdani wasn't just ridiculing Trump, he was dismantling him. He accused the former president of lying about his education, gaming the system, and weaponizing elitism while pretending to be a working-class hero. Donald Trump failed upwards his whole life, Mamdani said. But in this city, we don't hand power to frauds. We take it back from them. Within an hour, the footage had already racked up 20 million views on TikTok. On Truth Social, Trump fumed. He posted in all caps, Mamdani is a nobody, never heard of him. Fake document, angry socialist. But it was too late. Screenshots of the SAT card, real or not, were already circulating. Debates exploded across X, formerly Twitter, Fox News, Reddit, and CNN. Some claimed the document was doctored. Others swore it matched leaked scores long buried in legal archives. One Fox analyst even admitted on air, whether it's real or not, the damage is done.
But let tonight be the final time I utter his name.
As the digital inferno ignited, Trump's inner circle scrambled to respond. Within minutes of Mamdani's SAT stunt, Mar-a-Lago went into full lockdown mode. Aides deleted tweets, blocked reporters, and issued a vague statement blaming leftist propaganda and deepfake document manipulation. But the truth was simpler. Trump was furious. Multiple sources inside the compound reported yelling, broken glass, and an emergency phone call to Steve Bannon. One aide, speaking under condition of anonymity, said, "He hasn't been this mad since the FBI raid. He's demanding we hit Mamdani back. Hard." And hit back they did. By 10:15 p.m., Trump released a video message from his Palm Beach estate. Drenched in sarcasm, he opened with, "Zohran who? Oh, the guy who plays mayor on TikTok?" But the smirk quickly turned into something darker. "Let me tell you something about this kid," Trump continued. "He's a fraud. A socialist puppet. He's not New York. He's a mistake. He hates cops. He hates Jews. He hates America. And if he wants war, I've been through worse."
My friends, we have toppled a political dynasty.
Clash was instant and deeply divided. Trump supporters flooded Mamdani's social pages with threats and slurs. Armed protesters appeared outside City Hall by midnight. But Mamdani, he didn't flinch. Instead, just before sunrise, he walked onto the City Hall steps, without security, without a script, and made another statement. You can't intimidate a city raised on defiance. We have survived 9/11, Sandy, COVID, and corruption. You think a man with a bruised ego is going to scare us? He then raised his phone and played the Trump clip over the speaker system, live. "Let the whole city hear it," Mamdani shouted. This is the voice of fear. A man terrified of a future he can't control. A future led by immigrants, by unions, by students, by everyone he spent his life trying to silence. The crowd roared. Some wept, others chanted, "Show us the real score!" What had started as a jab about SATs had become something far greater, a proxy war for the soul of New York. By noon, the White House, still under Trump's hold, released a sudden directive. All HUD, DOT, and education funding for NYC to be paused pending investigation. Federal retaliation. New York was being financially strangled in real time, and Mamdani knew it. He called it economic warfare and issued his most explosive threat yet. If Trump wants to cut off New York from America, we'll show him what independence really looks like. We built this city without him. We'll run it without him. That statement sent Washington into convulsions. By evening, the UN ambassador from France publicly criticized the federal freeze. Canada issued a diplomatic statement in support of municipal sovereignty, and a group of progressive lawmakers began circulating a resolution in Congress titled, "Protect NYC from Political Retaliation." Mamdani wasn't backing down. Trump wasn't letting go. And America, it was watching a new civil war, fought not with rifles, but with receipts, rhetoric, and an SAT score that just won't disappear. As the sun set over Manhattan, one truth was undeniable. This wasn't about grades anymore. It was about who gets to define power in America, the billionaire from Queens or the immigrant from Kampala. And just as the networks cut to commercial, Mamdani pulled one last paper from his folder, a sealed envelope, marked, "Trump's college recommendation, confidential." He smiled. "We'll open this tomorrow." Fade to black. Cue chaos,